Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is J Dubs, and I'm gonna teach you some things about Dark Souls. And this is the first Dark Souls. I'll be doing some how-tos on on Dark Souls 2, but to get to what I'm gonna be showing you is how to use the base controls in Dark Souls. And the fact is, keeping you from doing like this. Whee! Oh boy, I'm dead. Because, I didn't know what I was doing. And I did that multiple times. Yeah, don't worry, it's just 3,000 souls. Get it back and yeah. Okay, so you might be wondering, the controls for Dark Souls. So, pressing end on your keyboard will give you the ability to go around, check out all your little things. But in here, when you go to key settings, you get the, useful, simple stuff for Dark Souls in, let's say, the camera thing, just simple little aspects, like switching weapons, attack, parry, and that. But the fact is, even if you know that, there's some things you don't know about the game, even though. So something interesting is that, playing Dark Souls, you might be wondering, how would I be able to jump to an edge? Let's say I wanted to do that jump I just did right there. Well, simple. Fact is, people will only know and they'll just be they'll try to do the jump, but they'll just, yeah. Well, I could do the jump properly anyways. But how you do it is you just hold space and then you just hold space and quickly hit it down or press space twice. And then you get a jump, which is useful for going to edges, obviously. So, getting that out of the way, more little things to learn about the game, in fact, is that, you might want to, let's say, change all your magical items, or change everything on the bottom, which would be R for the top, F for the bottom, G's for if you want to do a really cool gesture, which we saw in the options in the key settings. But what was I going to show? V is to switch your weapon, and C is to switch that. Okay. What am I going to show? Unless, the fact is, do you want a really easy way just to switch your up and down inventory? You just use your middle mouse button to scroll. Just scroll. Scroll up, you can switch them. Scroll down, you switch those. There you go. Okay. A couple other controls or little things to know about Dark Souls. Jeez. Is that, sorry, just allergies, it's that season again, peoples. Damn. Well, you might be wondering, for the fact is using magical weapons. So, you need to have the catalyst and a magical scroll, they have to both be equipped at the same time for it to be used. And also something else you have to take a note of is that, let's actually take a look. If I'm right, I didn't need to do that. But, where are you? Gosh dang it. right here. Okay. The catalyst. So how much do you need to use the catalyst? So obviously 10 faith. To use this thing and to be able to also be able to use a scroll, you need a certain amount of faith. At the same time, you might also wonder, like, let's say you switch this up. You go ahead and press R and you're like, oh, I want to do force. Oh boy. Let's say you want to do that. You need to also have a magical item equipped at the same time, which would be like the talisman if you wanted, like, to do the force thing or other magical things. Sometimes you'll be using a catalyst, sometimes you'll be using a talisman. It's kind of like you could do multiple magical things. But I'm actually going to show what this actually does because I actually enjoy it. How do you use the magic for, like, if it was the talisman and this force thing? Like this type of stuff. You press shift. And I'm getting killed. Oh! Ooh! Get out of here. Okay. Let me not get stupid. Okay. Oh yeah, another thing, Dad, if you press down on your middle mouse button, you can target enemies. Just a bit of a warning, if you do this, you can mess up really badly. I'm gonna actually show you in a few seconds. I'll be back. So, the aiming ability. So, I got into problems like this, where I'd, get into multiple enemies, and then it would just keep continually aiming at random shit, and there's just too many enemies, and you're getting all messed up. The fact is, just be careful with that, or you're gonna have this. Oh my god! Ah! Well, that's what happens when you get. If you don't, the aiming is pretty good, but like, if you move your mouse around or you move it around in a weird way, it will just automatically aim to the other guy and then mess you up. Something I learned, and it kind of sucked. Yeah. Let me re-add that catalyst. Actually, I have to add that back in. There we go. So, there's something simple to know about Dark Souls. Oh, and, ooh, I'm being dumb. Yeah. And if you want to do the thing with the catalyst, it's kind of like, the attack movement for any weapon, like if you had like a sword or any simple other weapon. Gosh dang it. Freaking tree enemies! And then trying to hug me. Cuddly assholes. Ugh! Get away! There you go. Okay, there are some little statistics or things to learn about Dark Souls. So, for that, that's pretty much it. I will actually add a little bit more how to do this and how to do that. Oh yeah. I'm also gonna show how to do PvP, but in a better way than just, invading. I mean, if you are low level and you don't want to fight against people of really high level that could just one-hit you or just kill you in a couple hits, well, I could teach you that. But I'm going to end it here and I'll be back.